Okay, I'm going to take you through a process of selecting some sources from the internet if you choose not to use the sources from the library website. Okay, so I want to write a paper and my topic is the novel Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, and the idea that I want to show is that the main character's biggest problem was that he followed a purely masculine set of decisions, and that the author was urging a kind of combination between the masculine and the feminine. And so I've read a few articles that led me to believe that this is a thing that's substantiated in modern social science, and so I'm trying to locate some articles that are going to help me to show that. So I started with a Google search and I've put in toxic masculinity and life expectancy, and I got a lot of different sources. So what I want to look at is these first couple of things. Okay, so here's one, and it says toxic masculinity is responsible for men's shorter lifespans. Well, that's exactly what I want my source to say. But when I look at this source, I feel a little not so sure. First of all, look, it's like 4 paragraphs long. It doesn't have any sources. And it says, look at the language. So, hey, turns out that fighting patriarchy might just increase your lifespan. All right, this is a blog, okay? So while it says just what I want it to say, it's not really helping me. And even though it's got an author and it's part of a magazine, it's not helping me as much as I want. I want to have a more solid source than this. So here we go, and I am closing that one. Okay, here is another source, and this is from Salon, and I have an author. And it says, toxic masculinity doesn't just target women. The viciousness and vacuity of modern American manhood is also harmful to the self. Okay, again, this is what I want it to say. And when I look at this, it looks more serious. I'm going to have to read, obviously. But again, I didn't, let's see. Okay, much longer. This is a more serious article. Okay, so I'm a little happier with this. It's got a date, got an author. So I'm going to check out who the author is. So, wait, I've just started a video somehow, sorry. Okay, stop. Okay, so I have Googled who this person is, okay? And when I look at this author, I find out, okay, this says he's insightful and brilliant, but it also says that his own website, so that's not great. Here's some pictures of him. Okay, he's published things on Alternet. He's published things in The Atlantic. Okay, now The Atlantic is a source I feel way better about than Salon. So I'm feeling pretty good about this guy right now. But just to be sure, I'm going to check what kind of a source Salon is. Okay, so when I go to the Wikipedia site for Salon, I find out some things about when it was started and a few other things. But here's something. It says that it has provocative, if predictably liberal political commentary. So I know it's a little bit of a partisan source. I'm not sure that that matters for my particular topic. But it also says that it chooses provocative stories. I'm not sure about this. But here's a question. The owner of Salon, David Talbot, says, is Salon more tabloid-like? Yeah, we've made no secret of that. Okay, so now even the owner of the magazine is showing me that it's not the most reliable source in the world. It likes to talk about sensational or salacious kind of stories. And so I'm not going to reject this one outright for the moment, but I'm going to look for something a little better, okay? So I'm closing this and this. And this, and let's look at what else we got from our toxic masculinity. Here we go. Here's one that's from brown.edu. Now, Brown is a famous university, and a .edu site says that the university is endorsing the information that's on this site. And so here I've got, the only problem I have with this source is that it doesn't have the name of the author. It has this M. Peters 2. But when I scroll through this, what I do get is a list of references. So actually, what I could do instead is take this reference and Google it, which is exactly what I've done here, And now I've got the article directly from the World Health Organization. Now the World Health Organization is a source that I feel really good about. And here are all of my authors. It's got the dates, and so this is the Bulletin of the World Health Organization. Now I feel really good about this source. And while I haven't outright rejected the other two, this one is my best source.